Now, the Diablo 4 early access beta is just a few days away now, and the open beta is a week after that. Now, I know I'm not the only one that's getting crazy excited, but I know a lot of you guys out there maybe are restricted for time. You got the house you got to take care of, you got kids, you got a wife, all sorts of real life responsibilities. Not every person is a full-time YouTuber, not a full-time Twitch streamer. So if you want to make the most of the limited time you have to play the early access or the open beta for Diablo 4, these are my top 5 tips so you don't waste any time. Now, the early access open beta starts March 17th at 9 Pacific, but don't wait till the last second to download the game. I bet you there's going to be a ton of people really not thinking about it. They're going to log on that Friday right when you can start playing and try to download it right then. If I had to guess, the servers are going to be probably crazy bogged down. You can actually early download the game March 15th at 9 Pacific. That way you won't all have that log jam right at the last second, clogging up the servers and the bandwidth from Blizzard, and you'll probably avoid a lot of problems if you do this. Now, that's for the early access open beta. For the open beta, if you're watching this a week later, March 22nd at 9 Pacific, so that's the Wednesday just before the open beta, that's when you will then be allowed to get the early download. So number 2, unless you're a complete video game like newbie, just go ahead and start it up on the second of the difficulties that you have, and that is the veteran. There is an adventure where it's recommended for players who have never played Diablo before. Enemies are supposedly easier to defeat, and it says they have just average drops. But for the veteran one, the enemies will challenge you a little bit more. You'll get better drops and actually a 20% experience bonus. Now, from everything I've heard from everybody and what I've seen, the actual veteran difficulty isn't even much harder than the regular adventure one, but that 20% experience gained and gold gain is going to be key for saving you time in the beta. Now, the more experience you get, the faster you get that experience, the faster you will level up, and the faster you'll get a chance to try the higher level skills. On top of that, once you try out those higher level skills, decide how you like them and how they feel, then you can move on to the next character faster. So this will be crucial and key for saving time in the open beta. So unless you really think you need the easier difficulty, just skip right past adventure and play on veteran. Now we'll springboard off the last tip, and that is to try every character. If you're getting that extra experience from the veteran type of play style where you get the 20% extra experience, then you're going to be able to have more time to try out more characters. And I would really implore you, give each character a try if you can find the time. Don't just play one character and grind and grind and grind at the level cap in order to try to get more experience or try to find some more drops or something like that. I would say once you max out one character, or maybe if you just decide that that character really isn't for you, go ahead and jump to another one and give that one a try. There really isn't any reason to grind your time away on one character in the beta. That's not necessarily what this is for. I would really recommend feel out each character. Now, one that's incredibly exciting, and I would really ask you, make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you get a chance to take on one of the world bosses at some point. Now, they aren't going to spawn at random times, so you could almost schedule and kind of find which one really fits in best with your life. Now, first up for the early access open beta, March 18th at 10 a.m., at 12 p.m., 10 p.m., and then midnight Pacific time. That's when the world bosses are going to spawn, so you can kind of try to find which one fits best for you. If you didn't realize that by the date, that is the Saturday of the early access open beta. And then next for the open beta, March 25th, 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 10 p.m., and then midnight Pacific time once again. So hopefully you can find one of those times that fits good into your life so you can get out and experience one of the world boss fights all for yourself. And lastly, I did say don't grind away on one character, but I would recommend get at least one character to level 20, because then you get the crazy, cute little puppers cosmetic. Aww. Now, you're not going to be the only person that has it. A lot of people are going to get this, and I feel like getting to level 20 in the open beta isn't going to be particularly challenging. It'll just take a few hours with one of the characters. But you can actually earn a cosmetic that goes towards the literal actual game, so you might as well take at least one character to that level 20. Well, these are my 5 best tips to help you focus on so you don't waste any of your precious time while you're playing that open beta. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe up if you are new to the channel. Peace out, fellas, and keep slaying.